Right. And another, in addition to the fact that all of our members are interested in what they're paying on their car insurance and their home insurance, they're very interested in their safety on the job. And that's another area where we have to say a big thank you to you as commissioner, because when this pandemic, COVID-19 hit this country, it threw everyone for a loop, and government agencies were no exception. People were trying to figure out how to get the work done, have the accountability to the taxpayer, but take care of the safety of the employees. And I have to say, when there was an issue, as it has been everywhere, where there was a question about COVID-19 in the building, you were incredibly responsive when we called you and said that some of the employees were concerned. I think you sent out a letter to your employees about that the next day. Cannot thank you enough. Just huge.
Let me make one comment. None of us knew anything about coronavirus coming into 2020. Who would have guessed we'd be where we are today? It's been a learning experience all year. But when I first heard about it, it was the 1st of February, and we're hearing about, hey, this is going to be a virus that's like the Spanish flu of 1918. People were beginning to panic because nobody really knew. Early on there was talk about should people wear a mask, not wear a mask. They said, no, don't wear a mask. And the first thing I did when we learned about COVID-19 and coronavirus is I called the health insurance companies and said, look, we don't know what's going to happen here, but get with the medical providers and let's make sure that we have people covered for medical visits by a computer, a telehealth, if you will, telephone conferences, whatever, but let's make sure people can access medical care without having to physically go to the doctor's office. And I'll applaud the health insurance industry and the medical providers because they got that done early on, and I was real happy to see that. And then about the middle of March, I was talking with the CEOs of some of our largest insurance companies, and I recall a conversation with the CEO of Allstate, and he said, well, 95% of our employees worldwide are working from home. And at that point, state employees were beginning to work from home. He also said they've noticed that with more employees working from home, people driving fewer miles, people were having fewer accidents, and these companies were making more profit. And I can't order them what to do under our statutes with what they do with profits. But I said, look, see if you can't come up with some ways to pass this savings on to the consumer. These folks are hurting. And I will say the industry responded. Now, we had limitations because of our state statutes have rebating laws, so they couldn't just give somebody part of their premium back. That would be against the law. But companies like Farm Bureau and other State Farm, other mutual companies, they found ways to give direct checks to the consumers in the terms of dividend checks. Other companies gave premium credits, so millions of people got help that way. The other thing I did is I issued, under my authority as commissioner, I issued a mandate to all insurers that no insurance company could cancel anybody's insurance policy for non-payment of premiums because we had so many people that had lost their jobs, especially the people working in the restaurants and the other service industries. And we did that initially for 30 days, and we extended it 2 more times. It wasn't a gift, but it was a premium deferral. But the policyholders were protected, and those policies couldn't be canceled. So those were just some of the things that I did, and we experimented with different things. We had some employees that never wanted to work from home that came in every day, and I applaud those employees. But what we ended up doing was giving the employees the option. Would you rather work from home or would you rather come into the office? and it's worked out very well for us.
Well, we really, again, we can't thank you enough for being so immediately responsive to talk to us about it and just so caring about your employees. And so these are some of the many reasons why Scenic is giving a full-throated endorsement to Commissioner Causey for re-election this year. Couldn't be more excited about it.